Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam248. As you may remember, little baby Krishna killed the Asura who was bent on killing him, and the Gopas set her body on fire. There was a great conflagration, and the sky was lit up by the glow from the pyre. When the body was burning, people around were amazed at something unusual. There arose from her burning body the perfume of sandalwood and divine scents. No one could explain it. Putana was an Asuri, and she was killed by the Lord. He had drunk of her breast, and all her sins had been sucked out of her. She had become purified, since she had touched the Lord, and he had touched her with his lips. Fortunate Putana. When the grace of the Lord is given to a woman who wanted to feed him with poison, what then of those who worship him with milk and payasa as offerings? Fortunate indeed was Yashoda, and the gopis and the cows in Gokul, who fed him with milk. They reached moksha, from which no one comes back to the earth. The cowherds could not connect the divine scent which pervaded the place and the burning body of Putana, who had now become Punita. They just wondered as to where the perfume came from and went back to their homes. Nanda was then told about how a beautiful woman came into Gokul and had deceived everyone there. No one had guessed that she was an Asuri, and it was the good fortune of all of them and the grace of Narayana that protected the child from the dread calamity which might have overtaken him. They talked about it far into the night and went to sleep, still unable to explain how the child had managed to escape from that dreadful woman. And once again they offered up prayers to Narayana for protecting the child. Falashruti. Anyone who listens to the story by name Putana Moksham with attention and reverence will be blessed by the good fortune of having his mind, or her mind, eternally set on Krishna. He or she will have unswerving devotion to Krishna. King Parikshit said, "My lord, you have told me the stories of the many avatars of Narayana. Matsya Avatara was wonderful, and so were the others, and the purpose for which the Lord assumed these avatars have amazed me and filled my ears and my mind with undiluted pleasure. But this avatar of the Lord, I feel, is the most beautiful of them all. I have been told that listening to the stories of Krishna Avatar makes the despondency in the mind vanish, and the many desires which make a person unhappy also vanish. The mind becomes cleansed of all impure thoughts. The mind thinks only of the Lord, and it wants only the company of the devotees of Narayana. Please have the goodness to fill the last few days of my life with the infinite pleasure of listening to the praises of Krishna and about the incidents in Gokul, which thrilled all the people who were fortunate to have been with him there." Shuka continued the narration of Krishna's Leelas. 155. Shakatsura and Trinavarta. The little son of Nanda and Yashoda was fast growing up. He was now 3 months old, and he had just learned how to turn over on his belly. There was great joy in the heart of Yashoda when she saw her son lying on his stomach and smiling at her. The day happened to be the Janmanakshatra of the child, and so she decided to have a great celebration. She had invited all the people in Gokul, and a large company of men and women went to the banks of the Yamuna. In the midst of music and dancing and the chanting of mantras by the Brahmins, the child was given a bath, and gifts were given away to everyone who had come. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.